Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me get in my position here. Yeah, trying to get all my technology together. I'm doing better and better each and every day. And I'm so grateful that I am mastering the technology. Yeah. So, how you doing out there today? Getting everything set up, giving you folks a minute to get in. Because I know 10 o'clock, I'm going to be here at 10 o'clock. And that's when I'm going to say great and grand rising. And welcome to your daily antiviral message, living beyond the virus. And this is, can you believe it? Day 16. Wow. So this morning I want to say welcome Pennsylvania, welcome New York, including Brooklyn, welcome DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Welcome both of the Carolinas and Montana and Nebraska and California. Welcome Massachusetts. Welcome Florida, Georgia, Texas. Welcome Canada. Welcome United Kingdom. Welcome South Africa, the Netherlands, France, Germany. Welcome Jamaica. Hi Guan. Welcome Trinidad, Bermuda, Virgin Islands, Bahamas, because I've noticed those people are in the thread. Welcome every city, every state, every country represented in this thread. And if you are new to this gathering, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I am honored to welcome us all to this place each day as we move through this reset opportunity, this global health challenge. But we're going to reset some stuff and we're going to do some stuff different. And we come here together. We gather here together each morning and we receive an inspirational reading and affirmation, few little health things that we can do to keep ourselves safe, something for the children to do, and something for us, the big people, to do every day. I want you all to know that I smell like garlic, okay? Ain't nothing going to jump on me. We gather here together to connect, to share, and to heal. Yeah? So, yesterday someone posted a question in the thread about the chime. So I wanted to speak to that because it doesn't make sense for you not to know what's going on. And I use the chime to indicate to the universe and my higher self that something sacred is about to begin, that there is a specific activity going on. And the chime that I use, it's a very little chime. See, there it is. And it vibrates to the note of F, which is heart energy. So with the chime, we are beginning an activity that is heart-centered. We are beginning a sacred activity, which is heart-centered. And so, you know the drill. We begin. Conscious breathing has a powerful effect on our mind, body, and spirit. I say that every day, but I want you to really get that breath lessens stress. And breath helps to ward off depression, and breath improves your sleep patterns, and breath influences your overall well-being. So, together, let us breathe. Straight breath in the nose, long, deep inhale. Slow, complete exhale. Again, long, deep inhale. Slow, complete exhale. And as we breathe together, let us set a clear intention to defy anything that would challenge, delay, obstruct our right and capacity to breathe fully. You know what I'm talking about? We don't have to give it a name. Now, let's do a balancing breath. Remember, holding the right nostril with the right thumb, inhale through the left. Close the left nostril, open the right. Inhale through the left. When you've received as much air as you can, close the left, open the right. Again, holding the right, inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. In the right. Close the right, exhale through the left. That is our balancing breath. So we have that, okay? Breathe with me. Because I promise you, I'm not just here to entertain you. I'm here to give you tools and skills and abilities that you can use throughout the day to get you through whatever it is you're going through, wherever it is that you are, and stuff that's going to strengthen us on the other side. So let's do the Meridian clearing breath. Remember that one? We did that one yesterday to release. Holding your spine as erect as you can, or if you're lying down, be flat on your back, flat on your back. Shoulders are relaxed. Your head is perfectly square, and you're going to inhale through your nose while turning your head all the way to the right. And when you have as much breath as you can hold, you're going to exhale through your mouth, moving to the left. Back to center. Again, inhale, exhale, back to center. Now, I bet you didn't realize that you had 3 different breathing techniques that you could use to get yourself through the day. Well, you do, okay? Now, how we use our breath is a long, deep inhale and a slow, complete exhale. That's what we want to do right now. And let every person who is on this thread, on this broadcast, hold a thought and a clear intention to send light, love, and healing energy to the children who are experiencing abuse or neglect in their homes, to those who are experiencing food scarcity, and those who cannot get to school for a meal. Let us send light and love and energy to them. That doesn't have anything to do with the virus, but we can send them light. Let us send light and love and healing energy to those who are experiencing domestic violence that they cannot escape right now. Send light and love and energy to those who are now or have been exploited and violated in sex trafficking. You know, these things are all shifting. And we call forth a violet transmuting flame, a powerful healing energy into every home, any place that those souls may be, yearning for their freedom, yearning to be released, yearning for relief. And we hold them in the light. And if you will join me by placing your hand on your heart, setting an intention to connect and to share light energy with those people. You can say with me silently or aloud that every person, regardless of their age, their race, their location, anyone who is in this thread can send this energy, and those who we hold an intention for, the children, those in domestic violence, those who are victims of sex trafficking. May you receive the energy of these words. May you be safe. May you have refuge and support. May you know peace. And we breathe. Our inspirational reading today comes from Daring Greatly by Dr. Brene Brown. And I'm reading from, see all my little tabs in there, I'm reading from The Source of Scarcity on page 27. It says, scarcity doesn't take hold of a culture overnight, but the feelings of scarcity do thrive in a shame-based culture that is deeply steeped in comparison and fractured by disengagement. The world has never been an easy place, but the past decade has been so traumatic for so many people that it's made changes in our culture. From 9/11, multiple wars and the recession, the catastrophic natural disasters, and the increase in random violence and school shootings, we survived, and we are surviving events that have torn at our sense of safety with such force that we have experienced them as trauma, even if we weren't directly involved. And when it comes to the staggering numbers of those who are now unemployed and underemployed, every single one of us has been directly affected or is close to someone who has been affected by the unemployment, by the random violence. Yeah? Oh, I lost my place. Worrying about scarcity is our culture's version of post-traumatic stress. Okay? It happens when we've been through too much. And rather than coming together to heal, we're angry, we're scared, and we are at each other's throat. And we all share the same shame formula: comparison and disengagement. Scarcity bubbles up from these conditions and perpetuates them until a critical mass of people start making different choices and reshape the small cultures they belong to. Okay? Reshape. So she's talking about scarcity, whether it's real or imagined, as a post-traumatic stress experience, and how we have to begin to make new cultures and new choices that impact our small cultures. Your family is a culture, and your community is a culture. Your workplace is a culture. So we want to begin to make different choices so that we're not entrenched in this energy of comparison and disengagement and anger and striking out all the time. That's something that we can begin to change as we go through these days, okay? I got something else for you. All right, consider this affirmation, if you will, and repeat it as often as you can throughout today. These are 4 lessons from A Course in Miracles that I strung together and use as an affirmation, okay? Let's breathe. First one: God is the light in which I see. God is the mind with which I think. God is the love with which I forgive. God is the strength in which I trust. There is nothing to fear. And we breathe. Yeah, there is nothing to fear, okay? So, welcome again. Here we are at Where We At Wednesday. Okay, Where We At Wednesday. I introduced this concept last week, but I wanted to put a little different twist on it today. Today, I'm going to whip out one of my secret skills, okay? Something that I studied for a long time, but I rarely use in the world anymore, and that skill is numerology. It is the science of numbers that I studied for many years, and I want to share that information with you and give you some insight on your personal year, okay? This means, what is the energy that the year 2020 is bringing you? Because, even though the corona is going on, even in the midst of the corona, the universe is sending a particular energy to each of us, and it's based on our personal year, and we're going to figure it out today, okay? It's going to be exciting because we're all home, and some of us are freaking out. And in that process, we are either losing or not using the divine energy that's available to us, okay? So I'm going to use your birthday to share with you where you are sitting in the universe and the universal energy so that you understand what's available to you and where it is that you need to focus your mind, because you may be trying to start a business in a 7-year, and in a 7-year you shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so now listen, you're gonna need a pen and some paper because you're gonna do the work. So I'm just gonna talk for a few minutes while you go and gather that. Okay, go and gather. You need a piece of paper, not a whole lot, just a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, and so this is Where We At Wednesday. And I want you to know where you is at in the universal scheme of things. Go get your pencil and your paper. I want you to know how the universe is calling you or pulling you throughout this year, regardless of what the corona is doing. We can't just sit around waiting to see what this thing is going to do. Okay? We got to begin to align our consciousness and gather our resources and set our heart and our mind straight. Okay? I chose that reading on scarcity because very often we don't realize how much we have before we ask for something else, ask for something more. As I shared with you earlier, did you realize that you have 3 very powerful breathing techniques? 2 are good for healing that you can use to keep your mind and your heart grounded throughout the day. And I say that because when I get off of this thread, people are writing me, telling me, I want to be on your show. I want to be. There is no show. There's no show, okay? All right? The question is, what are we going to do when this broadcast ends? When we go back to the world, things are going to be different. And we want to be different, all right? We want to be spiritually grounded. So we want to be able to recognize the blessings, the goodness, all that we have, and we want to be able to use that, all right? The other thing is, you also have the white light meditation. Did you just download it and not listen to it? I listen to that thing every day. That's how I can get up and get these lashes on and get here to you, okay? And all day long. And this is Where We At Wednesday. So when it comes to using what we already have, we want to do that to get where we want to be. You have the white light meditation, the spiritual feast, these breathing techniques. In addition to the breathing techniques, we've been here 16 days. So for at least 12 of them, you have an affirmation. Okay, you have an affirmation. Have you used them? Are they on your vision board? Have you put them to use? And if you don't catch it when I say it, go back. Go to my YouTube channel because it's easier to stop and start there. Go to the YouTube channel. Watch this again. Write the notes down. Get the affirmation. Don't look at this as entertainment, all right? Each day I give you a prayer. Where are you at in your prayer life? Where are you at, all right? If you don't know, if you don't have one, well, I'm going to speak to that later. All right, so where we at, all right? Everybody got their pencil and their pen? All right. So we live in a cycle of 9 years. That means every life moves in a cycle of 9 years, if you can see that. And every year represents a different energy in your life. So what I want you to do today, don't tell me your birthday, you gonna figure that out. I'm not figuring that out. That's why you got the paper, okay? Every year represents a different energy in your life, all right? So we're gonna figure out what energy you're in, and then I'm gonna give you just a brief explanation. But there's so much stuff online, you can go look it up yourself, all right? And this is what we're gonna do. Stop putting your date of birth in the thing. All right, this is what we're gonna do, okay? You need your date of birth, the month as a number, the date as a number, and the year as a number, all right? I'm gonna show you how I want you to do it. You need your month, your date, and your year as a number. See, I prepared all of this for you. So this is what it needs to look like. This would be July 14th, 2020. Everybody's year is 2020. Let me say that again. Everybody's year is 2020. I know the camera inverts it. I don't know what else to do. So you know it's backwards, flip it around. I don't know how to make it not do that. Because if I flip the camera, you'll be looking at my kitchen cabinets. All right, so is that better? Okay, month, date, and year. Everybody's year is 2020. Everybody's year is 2020. Everybody's year is 2020. Did you get that? Everybody's year is 2020, okay? Because people, I don't know, they don't listen or they can't hear, okay? So this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to show you. I did diagrams for you, and I know they're backwards, but that's okay. So this is what we're looking at. If your month is May, it's a 5. You know that. If your month is August, it's an 8. If your month is October, which is 10, it's a 1. Drop the 0. If your month is October, drop the 0. And if your month is November, leave it at 11. Okay? Leave it at 11. So this is what I'm looking at. All right? So that's your month. Put the number. If your month is October, it's a 10. If your month is November, it's 11. I'm going to tell you about December in a minute because you're going to have to reduce that. All right? I want to do the dates first. I want to do your dates. So if your birthday's on the 14th, you're going to do 1 plus 4 equals 5. All right? So the day of your birth, instead of it being 7/14, it would be 7/5. You got that? Reduce that, your double digits, by adding the two numbers together to get 1. If your birthday is a double digit, like the 24, add the two digits together to get a single digit, except for 11. If your birthday is on the 11th, do not reduce it. Don't add 1 and 1 to get 2. If your birthday's on the 22nd, do not reduce it. Do not add 2 and 2 to get 4. Just leave it as 11. If your birthday is any other single double digit, add it together and get a single number. If your birthdays are on the 10th, simply drop the 0, and your day is 1. If your birthday's on the 20th, drop the 0 and your day is 2. If your birthday's on the 30th, drop the 0 and your day is 3. Okay? Take your time. You do understand this. So for example, if your month were 11, leave it as 11. I do have a demonstration of that. I certainly do, because I'm smart like that. So here we go. For all my November people, I know it's backwards, figure it out. Let's say your birthday was November 25th. Everybody's year is 2020. Everybody's year is 2020. I keep saying that because I know the ego will confuse you. Everybody's year is 2020, okay? So let's say, for example, your birthday is November 25th. You would do your month, which is 11. Do not reduce it. 2 plus 5 equals 7, and 2020 is a 4. Everybody can put a 4 for the year because everybody's year is 2020, okay? So you are going to be in a personal year of 4. That is so bizarre. I don't know how to make it. I mean, can you see that? That's how I can do it. Can you see that? Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll turn the paper. I'll be looking at the paper. How about that? Here's another one. If your birthday's the 19th, listen, it's real simple. Add 2 digits if it's not an 11. Don't reduce 11. Don't reduce 22. 19 becomes 1 plus 9 equals 10. In 10, drop the 0, you have a 1. Let's say it's 28. 2 plus 8 is 30. No, 2 plus 8 is 10. Drop the 0, you have a 1. Let's say it's the, well, I don't know. I can't think of nothing else. Here we go right here. How about that? Can you see that? No, this is better. Look at it backwards. You'll figure it out. October 13th, 2020. Drop the 4 because everybody's a 4. 10 is 1 plus 0 is a 1. 13 is 1 plus 3 is a 4. And everybody's 2020. So you're in a 9 personal year. Okay? All right? Listen, if it's 10, drop the 0, the number becomes 1. If it's 20, drop the 0, the number becomes 2. If it's 30, drop the 0, the number becomes 3. All right? And you want to get single digits unless you have an 11. Okay? All right. And what that total will give you is your personal year. Now, listen. If your personal year ends up being 11 or 22, reduce it. So an 11 personal year is a 2. A 22 personal year is a 4. You shouldn't have a 33 personal year unless you add it wrong, okay? There are many ways of doing this. This is the way I do it because it's easy, all right? Do I need to go through it again? December is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Oh, let me just do that. I can't believe that. September is a 9. October is a 1. November is 11. Don't reduce November. December is 12 or a 3. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Okay? So that would be your month. January is 1. February is 2. March is 3. April is 4. May is 5. June is 6. July is 7. August is 8. September is 9. October is 1. November is 11. December is 3. Okay? All right. So, ready? Everybody's year is 2020. Everybody's year is 2020. So, the only thing that you have to do once you get your numbers, you have to reduce it to a single number, okay? And then I'm going to tell you what personal year you're in. Okay, 530 is 8 and 12 would be, no, 12 is not a personal year. Don't help each other. Please don't help each other. Because y'all are not telling each other the right thing. Personal year is not 13, it's 4. 1 plus 3 equals 4. You can't have a 13 personal year. It can only be 1 to 9. Personal year adds up to 15, that's a 6. 1 plus 5 equals 6. So 19, 1 plus 9 is 10, you're in a 1 personal year. 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, you're in a 5 personal year. 16, 1 plus 6 is 7, you're in a 7 personal year. 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, you're in a 5 personal year. 10, drop the 0, you're in a 1 personal year. 19, 1 plus 9 is 10, you're in a 1 personal year. 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, you're in a 9 personal year, okay? 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, you're in a 3 personal year. 6/22, okay, y'all didn't do this right. Y'all didn't do the 8 personal year, that's good. 5 personal year, that's good. Please don't help each other. Don't help each other, okay? 5 plus 7 is 12 plus 4 is 16. 7, very good. Personal year is 3. 19, you're in a 1, excellent. Personal year 7, excellent, good. So you're in a personal year. Now you got your numbers, okay? Okay, 1 plus 2, 5 plus 11 is 16, plus 22, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, you got the hang of it now. Good. Now I can start giving you some insight on what your personal year is. So that we can, even in the midst of the corona, I call it the corona, okay? Even in the midst of the corona, we know what energy to hold in consciousness. Anyone born May 23rd, that's 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 5 is 13, you're in a 4. May 23rd, you're not in a 9 personal year, okay? You are not. May is 5, 23 is 5, and 4. So 5 and 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14. You are in a 5 personal year. Okay, 14, you're in a 5. 4, 1, 4, that's 9. You're in a 9 personal year. 2 plus 5 is 7. So you're, I don't know, June 28, 10 plus, okay. I gave you all the instructions. You're going to have to be. Your personal year has to be a single digit, 1 through 9. because we live in life cycles of 9. Your personal year has to be a single digit. It can't be 13, 26, 84, okay? The only thing that it can be is an 11, which you will reduce to 2, or a 22, which you will reduce to 4, okay? 19 personal year, no. 1 plus 9 equals 10. You're in a 1 personal year. You are not in a 19 personal year. It has to be a single digit 1 through 9. 1, 5, 20, 20. 1, 5 is 6 plus 4 is 10. You're in a 1. Okay? Did everybody take addition in school? Don't be confused. 5, 17, so that's 5, 8, and 4. 5, 17, it's 5, 8, and 4. Okay? Because you're rushing. That's all it is. November 20th, 21st is 11, and 3 is 14, and 4 is I can't add in my head. All right, I'm gonna do this again. Okay, take a breath. Take a breath. It's okay. You can do this. It's not a mystery. All right. Write down the number of your month. If you're October, write a 1. If you're November, write 11. If you're December, write a 3. Okay? Write down the number of your month. Write down the date of your birth. If you're on the 10th, write a 1. If you're on the 20th, write a 2. If you're on the 30th, write a 3. Any other double-digit number except 11. If you're on 11th, write 11. Let me do that again. If you're on a 10, write a 1. If you're on the 20th, write a 2. If you're on the 30th, write a 3. If you're on the 11th, write 11. If you're on the 22nd, write the 22nd. Okay? Everybody's year is 2020. Everybody's year is 2020. Everybody's year is 2020. So you're going to write a 4 for your year. You're going to write a 4 for your year. All right? Your month, your date, and your year is a 4. Now, add it up. Okay? Add it up. And if you get a double digit, add the two numbers together to get a single digit, because you need a single digit. All right? No, it's not strange that you and your wife are both in a 9 personal year. That is delicious. Oh, y'all should be over there doing something good. All righty. So I'm going to give you some insight about your personal year. All right? And so that you know where you can be in this consciousness, and where you can be focusing your thoughts. And it's just about energy, okay? Because every time your personal year changes, your energy and your vibration changes. And so knowing your personal year is not like knowing the universal weather. And you can plan in accordance to divine timing when you know your personal year. Okay, ready? Ready to take some notes? So you can use this information to plan your next moves, with or without focusing on scarcity. Because if the universe is on your side, you're going to get what you need. So when you know your personal year, don't focus on scarcity, lack, or limitation. Ready? Okay, here we go. 1 personal year. If you're in a 1 personal year, ready? Here's some keywords for you. Some keywords are a surge of freedom, even in a moment of restriction. Your keywords are independence, flexibility, and resourcefulness. So number 1s, listen. This is a new beginning in your life. Now, if you're in a 1 personal year, you are starting a new 9-year cycle. You are starting a new 9-year cycle where you're going to go through all 9 of the lessons, okay? This is a new beginning. Focus on clarity of goals and vision. One personal year, new goals should be clearly set. New goals should be clearly set and worked toward, as it really is the beginning of a new 9-year cycle. And it's best not to dwell on the past at this time. Hear me, number one? It's best. This is not feng shui. Somebody said, is this feng shui? All right? This will be fairly easy for you because most of the problems and the disappointments of the past will be gone. This is a great time for you, so use it to full advantage. If you're in number one, this is a new beginning. You can create it going forward, doing whatever you want to do, okay? Personal year two personal years. Are you out there? This is all about relationships. 2 is all about relationships, and it's really exploring the limits of love. The question here for you, and if you're in the 2 personal year, is how do you relate to others? How do you relate to others? You know, and can you be clear about what's trivial and what's important? Can you step back from the judgment and lighten up on the control? Because it's all about relationships. And this year is about you building and forging relationships that nourish you, where you receive nourishment, and where you are nourishing others. But also it's about partnership. It's not just about love relationship. It's also about partnerships. So you want to connect and align with people. This is not a time, 2 personal years, to be aggressive and force and push your way. Remember the question, how do I relate to others? People who are in a 3 personal year, it's about reflecting on outdated communication. 3 is about communication and creativity. You are undergoing a total revamping in your life that has nothing to do with the virus. Absolutely nothing to do. This is what you're being called to do if this is your personal, if you're in a 3 personal year. You are being called to say what you mean and mean what you say. You know, if you've been holding your tongue, it's time for you to really learn how to use it. And if you've been flapping your tongue, it's really time for you to be conscious, more conscious about what you're doing. This is a year, number 3, where you need to check up on old friends and make new ones. This is not a year for isolation for you. This is not a year for you to walk away. This is a year for you to learn how to communicate. And also to really get creative, and start using any talents that you're not using, all right? Personal year number 4, I like to call the number 4 personal year, show me the money. I love a 4. And because 4 says do the work and get the rewards, you know. Hard work is in a 4, but you'll make steady progress, slow but steady progress. And anything that you lost in the past can be replaced when you're in a 4 personal year. It is a year of hard work, but you got to knuckle down and focus and dig in and get it done. It may look like you're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back, but it's not really. It's just that the universe is making sure that you're prepared and that you have everything that you need to be standing on a solid foundation, okay? 4 personal year. I love a 4 personal year. Can you tell me how I missed mine? 11, if your personal year is an 11, break it down to a 2. I don't know what your date of birth is. 12/12, okay. Y'all are going to have to go back and look at the tape. June 4th, 6/2/12, 3. June 4th, it's a 3. Add that 1 and that 2 together. You can't have any single numbers in your personal year. You can't have any single numbers. It's got to be 1 through 9, all right? But you can go to YouTube and go back and look at this again, and you'll figure it out, okay? Where was I? 5 personal year. Love to be in love. 5. Love to be in love. But 5 is a year of freedom and expansion. It's a year when, it's a year of major change. 5 personal year is a year of major change because your horizons are going to be expanding. What is available to you is going to be expanding. However, you're ordered to stay at home right now. So that may make the 5s crazier than the rest of us because they really want to spread their wing. But 5s, it's time for moving away from old routines and seek out new directions. It's time for you to do it's not time for you to really try to do very limited, detailed-oriented work right now because your mind isn't there. But it is a time for you to really get settled, to do your meditation, to do your breath work, to do your any creative work, so that you can begin to discipline your mind, because you're in a 5-year and you just want freedom and expansion, but you can also go crazy. All right, so be sure that you are doing your spiritual work to keep yourself grounded. Okay, to keep yourself grounded, do your meditation, your breath work, some reading that will also help you be clear in your mind, because you got to set some new direction. Number six, if you've got a 6 personal year, it's about family, home, and responsibility. Well, look at you. If you in a 6 personal year, you set the whole universe up to give you what you need, all right? Okay. 6, a personal year, brings on increased family responsibility and deep connection to family, friends, and loved ones. For you, this year is really not a year of major accomplishments. If you're in the 6 personal year, this is not the year to start a business. Well, actually it is, because 6 really is, that could be what you're doing. 6 is about business, so you really could. But in doing it, you're going to also have to bring along family and friends and that kind of stuff, okay? 6 personal year, the important thing for you 6, because you're coming out of that 5 where you were, with the freedom and the expansion. The big thing for you, if you're in a 6 year, whether you're doing family and home or business, the big thing for you is to be able to slow down, and enjoy peace and harmony, and come out of that frantic frenzy that the 5 freedom was giving you. But if you're home 6, this is all about you. So don't complain, don't whine, enjoy this time at home. 7, where my 7s out there, 777s, this is a time for a spiritual reboot. 7 is a spiritual time. It's a time for introspection. It's a time to pause and reflect on the past years of your life. This is the time for you to deepen your understanding of yourself. Time to set aside outside responsibilities. So I think this whole time is for 6 and 7. Because 7, this is when you can reflect on your past and your future. It's not a year of action for you 7. It's a year of development. And it's best for you to focus your attention and your talents on your talents so that you can refine them. 7, this is the year to study. This is the year to write. This is the year to deepen your meditation, because your ability to clearly think and analyze is at its peak right now. So if you want to write a book and you're in the 7 personal year, this is the time to do it, okay? Or if you haven't gotten a spiritual grounding, this is the time to do it, all right? 8 personal year. These are my power people. These are my power people right here. 8, the symbol of infinity. Yeah? 8, empowered communication, attainment, and capital gains. Listen, I hope you know that we are not just going to be limited to our bedroom and our living room because of the virus. We got to get into consciousness so that when things start moving forward, we can move forward with a new consciousness and a clear consciousness, okay? 8, this is your power year. This is your power year. So this is a time when you can really make big strides in your life. And it's also a time when you really got to strengthen and grow your confidence, because people will follow you right now. You have a level and an energy of authority that if you really develop it, people will trust in and follow you right now, okay? And just be sure that you're communicating with authority, not aggression. Authority, not aggression, okay? And you can also solve a lot of problems right now, 8. Use your creative abilities to solve problems, because creativity doesn't just it happen on a canvas. It happens in many other ways, all right? Okay, 6, 1, and 4 equal 11. 2, absolutely. You're absolutely right, okay? Okay, Cheryl James, you're going to have to go back and watch this tape. Okay. All right, if you're in a 9 personal year, ooh, I love 9. 9, I'm going to read this, okay? A 9 personal year is a year of completions, endings, and a time when you are called to take an inventory of many factors in your life. some of which you are proud of, and others you may want to change. A 9 major year is what I call a come to Jesus meeting, okay? It's a time when you really have to come to terms with 2 things. Number 1, how you being in the world, and number 2, your finances, okay? In a 9 year, you've got to deal with your economics in a down-home, practical way because you may not have been doing that. And even though it's really a fun experience to look at yourself, to really assess, to understand how much money you've wasted and thrown away, that's not fun, but it needs to be done, number 9, because it's an opportunity for you to recreate it. Here's the bottom line for you if you're in a 9 personal year. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Ooh. All right, so like I said, if you didn't get it all clear for your personal year, go back, go to YouTube, because you can stop and start this thing easy on YouTube. Go back and look at it and then figure it out. But you can get online. There's so many things online that will tell you about your personal year. Now don't go digging all up in everything and get yourself all confused, okay? All righty, wasn't that fun? That was exciting, right? Now for the children today, I think they deserve a break, okay? Because there's so much tension in the air. I think that a good movie for the children would be a good thing, all right? So I vote for Inside Out. I vote for that movie because it's all about feelings. It really is. And it's free on YouTube, Inside Out. And if you haven't seen it, you need to see it too. And another really good one is Beyond Beyond. Beyond Beyond is about the feather community. So that's also free on YouTube. Now for the big people, I'm going to send you back to the Where We At work we did last week because things have changed and you've changed. Remember last week, the Where You At. And so it may be helpful for you to go back again and get in touch with where you are physically, where you are mentally, where you are emotionally, and where you are spiritually. And you can do this in your journal. And just in case you don't remember the questions physically, you know, we were asking questions about how are you eating? How are you resting? Are you drinking enough water? Are your bowels flowing? Because we've been in the house and I'm sure we eating a lot of bread. Okay, you got to keep that. And also stress can cause constipation and so does dehydration. So are you going to bed at a regular time? Have you stretched your body? Have you stretched your body? You know, is your house in order? What does your environment look like? What does your physical environment look like? And how does it feel? How does your house feel? Please go play those solfeggio binaural beats. Let me tell you something. I found a site yesterday. Let me just say this, and I forgot to give it to my team so they could put it in there. I found a site yesterday. It's called Spirit Be Awakening. Spirit Be Awakening. And they do the binaural beats music that I've been sending you to get, you know, that clears the space and clears the energy. They do it. You can download it, and guess how much it costs? When I saw this, I couldn't even believe it. Whatever you want to pay. That's what it says. Whatever you want to pay. And you can download up to 20 different energy-changing music. Spirit Be Awakening. If you don't get to it, I'll put the link at the top. It was amazing. I couldn't even believe it. But you can put that music on and play it in the background. Just play it in the background so that you're constantly moving energy in your life. Solfeggio frequencies and Spirit Be Awakening, all right? Mentally, what are you thinking about? What are you journaling about, all right? Are you dumping your thoughts out on paper? What are you reading? Are you reading, okay? Just for fun or for study? I know I'm in a class and I got to get on my homework because I be doing this with you all day. I got to go back to my homework. And what is your vision for living beyond the virus? Do you have a vision board? Do you have a mission statement? Come on, these are the things. Where you at with that, okay? Are you using and reciting your affirmations? Are you doing that so that you can keep yourself grounded? Where are you at emotionally? How are you feeling? How's your heart? You know, and yesterday we did some exercises so that you can clear energy, meditation. Meditation is medication for the mind, all right? Meditation is medication for the mind. How you feeling today? Are you anxious? Are you angry? You can use the things that we've been doing. Don't run from your feelings. Don't run from them. Investigate your feelings and your thoughts. And because in every thought there's a feeling. And use the clearing breath to let it go once you bring it up. I promise you, you got to examine your emotional cooties. All right? Don't run from them. All righty. Let me see what else I have for you. Finally, where are you at spiritually? Where are you at spiritually? How's your prayer life? Do you pray? You know, I think you know with me everything is spiritual, but that's after many, many years of practice that everything for me begins in spirit. So I want to say this. I want to say this right now. I am very, very aware that not everyone has a relationship with their creator, their source, God, whatever you call it. And I'm aware that many people do not have a religious walk or a faith walk. And I want you to know that you're welcome here. I'm aware that many people who do not have a solid spiritual foundation or in a religious affiliation or a faith walk are really experiencing a greater sense of fear and anxiety than the rest of us who may be spiritually grounded right now. I mean, they've been writing me. So if you're standing on that step, if your spiritual foundation or your faith walk is weak, even if you're questioning or doubting or faltering in your belief in the divine, please know that you're welcome here. You are welcome here, regardless of where you are on your spiritual path. The practices and the principles that I'm sharing here, they will work for you, regardless of where you are. Even if you don't have a specific path, if you don't know if you believe, these practices and principles, they'll work for you. What I can share with you is this, beloveds, if you're weak in your spiritual life, that the Holy Spirit will respond to your slightest invitation. Yeah. My life's purpose and mission is to facilitate and elevate human consciousness. One mind, one heart, one life, one spirit at a time. That's my work. Now, the path you choose is between you and the God of your understanding. That's not my work. That's not my job. But if you are open, if you are willing, if you are ready, if you grow and deepen your trust and your belief, if you set a clear intention, beloveds, God will meet you where you are, regardless of what you call him or her or it. God will meet you where you are. And it doesn't have to be called God. You know, if you issue the invitation, you'll receive what you ask for. You will receive what you believe. You will receive what you're ready to believe. So don't feel that because, well, let me say this. Just for the record, I'm not pushing or pumping or selling or preaching religion of any kind. I believe in the power of love and the inherent wisdom of people. And just for the record, yes, I am an ordained minister and a Yoruba priestess, but that's not what I'm doing here. I am a spiritual technician. And as a technician, I am trained and experienced in the practical application of all things spiritual. I am a skilled expert in the art and science of the human soul and divine spirit. My work, my specific work, is teaching spiritual law and principle from whatever sources are available that apply to the situation. No more, no less. And I offer this because of some of the inquiries that have been coming to me from this community. And I don't want anybody to feel unwelcome, and I don't want anybody to think that they can use me as their mouthpiece, okay? So, I have another I Am Love box to give away today. I have another I Am Love box to give away from Everything Beautiful, and that's the group that created the Awakenings app for me. And I have another, and I didn't open the journal yesterday. I didn't, I got to get the name of my winner. I sure hope they sent it to me. All right, I didn't open the journal yesterday. Hold on one second. But in this journal, it's not just blank sheets of paper. Here we go. It's not just blank sheets of paper, the journal. I'm just pulling up the name of my winner. It really guides you. And it's got all sorts of quotes. First of all, it starts with I am love. Okay? That's exciting to me. It talks about a commitment to self. Anyway, the thing is that it's got really nice work to do in here. All kinds of work and all kinds of lists for the morning, for the evening. So you get that. You get a really nice love oil. Really nice. You know I'm an aromatherapist, so I'm into oils. That is good. Ooh. All right. You get some giveaway cards. And you get a piece of jewelry. Let me see. All right, she has not sent me a winner, so I'm gonna pick one. You get a bracelet, and I believe this is either rose quartz. Yeah, it's probably rose quartz. And you also get a ring. All right. Oh heavens. Okay. Fall down, go boom. So Janice Cooper, you are the winner of the I Am Love kit today. Janice Cooper, and it's spelled Janise because nobody else sent me anything for a winner. So Janice Cooper, did you hear me? I saw your name come up, Janice Cooper. And Pilar Harrell, this is your first time on, so I'm gonna give you a I Am Love kit too. Pilar Harrell and Janice Cooper, here's what you gotta do. Send the email to Iyanla@Iyanla.com and just put I Am Love winner in the subject box. Pilar and Janice. I Am Love in the subject line. Put that in the subject line and we will get you your I Am Love kit. Okay? Yay! Now remember, I have one to give away for tomorrow too. Thank you, Beauty Everywhere. So I have one to give away for tomorrow too. In the kit. It's really nice. I like the journal. I think I'm going to keep this journal since it's in my house. Okay? So Janice and Pilar, and our winner, we heard from our winner yesterday. She was so excited. She didn't know what to do. All right? Now, if you want to purchase a kit for yourself or as a gift, it makes a really nice birthday gift since we're locked up and we can't touch nobody. You know, if you want to purchase a kit, we're going to put the link in the thread. And if you just go to More Love, and if you put More Love in the promo line, Beauty Everywhere will donate 10% to Direct Relief Foundation. And what Direct Relief Foundation does is they give protective masks and gloves to health organizations in the really hard-hit areas, okay? So that's what you want to do, more love. If you want to, I always be saying be love and you're the best. Yeah, it's very good. All right, so this Thursday at 8 o'clock is our spiritual spa. I do a spiritual spa once a month where you can talk to me and I can talk to you. And this month, our topic is the sanctuary of you. And I'm going to be taking a deep look at self-value, self-worth, and self-esteem. Self-value, self-worth, and self-esteem in the sanctuary of you. You must register to attend, so we're going to put the link at the top of the thread, all right? And you'll be able to go over, or if you're already registered, if you've ever attended a spa, they'll send you the link. And please mark your calendar for Saturday, April 4th, 10:45 p.m. for the global meditation. that we're doing around the world, and I am going to set up a system where you can learn the process. You don't have to learn the process, but since they asked for a specific process, I want to make sure that everybody has it. And if your calculation of the personal years, any indication of how you're going to follow these instructions, oh, he in deep trouble. Oh, please forgive me for running so long today, but I really wanted us to have fun, okay? So our closing prayer today is a prayer of transformation, again, from Every Day I Pray. Every day I pray, okay? And this is a prayer of transformation. Listen. I now consciously and willingly call forth the Holy Spirit and the consciousness of the higher mind I am into every atom, every molecule, every cell, every tissue, every organ, every muscle, every living system in my body, asking to have transformed every energy, every pattern, every belief, every program, every idea, every attitude, every perception, every expectation, every intention, and every motivation, every behavior, bringing all into alignment with the perfect will of God. I now consciously and willingly call forth the Holy Spirit and the consciousness of the higher mind I am into every atom, every cell, every molecule, every tissue, every organ, every muscle, every living system in my being, asking to have transformed every energy, every pattern, every belief, every program, every idea, every attitude, every perception, every expectation, every intention, and every motivation, every behavior, bringing it all into perfect alignment with the perfect peace of God. I now consciously and willingly call forth the Holy Spirit and the consciousness of the higher mind I am into every atom, every molecule, every cell, every tissue, every organ, every muscle, every living system in my being, asking to have transformed every energy, every pattern, every belief, every program, every idea, every attitude, every perception, every expectation, every intention, every motivation, every behavior, bringing it all into alignment with the perfect love of God. For this I am so grateful. I let it be, and so it is. Deep bow. Deep bow. Continue doing your personal year, and I'll see you tomorrow. And we won't be on here this long tomorrow.